Hey, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to do a dish with a Szechaun steak with string beans. And you can see on here I have the oil heating up. We're going to flash fry the string beans. Then we're going to rinse the oil off with hot water. And then I'll show you what else we're going to add to this dish. We're going to try and cut all the ingredients to the same shape. So the meat and the string beans and the carrots will all be like in a julienne style. I'm gonna get started. And when you flash fry your beans, you don't have to use new oil. You can use oil that you've used before to fry something else. And you'll see I have a bamboo handled skimmer. You can purchase these in your Asian stores. This is a 6-inch one, and I picked it up for like $7, $6 or $7. Very handy when you're frying things like tempura or these beans. What I'm going to do is, after a minute or two, I'll scoop them out and put them in the strainer and take them over to the sink and rinse them with hot water. The reason for flash frying the string beans is because it gives the string beans a different texture than if you were to parboil them in water and make them tender before you stir fry them. They don't have that squeaky texture. That should be fine. And they turn nice and green. That's it. I'll pause the camera and we'll move on to step 2. Okay, now you can see I've refocused the camera on the cutting board, and I'll zoom it in a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this carrot and I'm going to julienne the carrot to give the dish a little color. And instead of using oyster sauce and the soy sauce and the sesame oil for flavoring this time, we're going to use hoisin sauce and some sriracha sauce to give it some heat, and minced garlic. So you can see now that I have on the plate, this are the vegetables that are going to go in the dish. See how nice and bright and green the string beans are. And we have the julienne carrots here. Now I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. This is one very nice looking ribeye steak. So we're going to trim the fat off. And then I'm going to cut it in half. Flatten a little bit, and then I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. And then I'm going to take the pieces and just cut them the same shape as the string beans. And then we'll use the same technique to velvetize the steak. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make the wok really hot, and we'll add the cold oil, and then we're going to quick fry this to like medium rare. This fat vein in the ribeye, you can take that out too. So you can see the strips of steak we're going to have to match the string beans. And so it'll be like a little bit spicy. dish also. So that, there you have it. I'm gonna velvetize this, and then the next step we're gonna stir fry this dish and put it all together. You'll see on the display platter here I have some hoisin sauce. Then we're going to take a generous helping of a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic that's suspended in the oil. And I'm just going to squeeze about a tablespoon of the sriracha on top of the hoisin. So all this is going to go in with the beans and the steak when I stir fry it together. So that's the basic seasoning, and then we'll add a little bit of kikkoman soy sauce and sesame oil for additional flavor. That's part 3, the final step. Okay, guys, let's put this thing together. You can see my wok is smoking hot. I'm going to get it really hot, and I'm going to give you a demonstration today of like how this Szechuan dish would be prepared in like a commercial kitchen kind of. See how fast I can put it together. This is I have the oil in a saucepan that I poured off. Very hot. I'm just going to flick that garlic in there. Going to sizzle up. And we're not even going to use a cornstarch suspension because Szechuan dishes are cooked dry, kind of. I can feel that heat. You see on this plate, I took the liberty of pre-cooking this beef while you guys were away. You can see it's still a little bit pink. So we're going to toss that in. Then a little bit of sesame oil, half a teaspoon maybe. Maybe a tablespoon of the thin soy sauce, the kikkoman. And then I have right here that thick soy sauce is going to give it a little bit of the color. See that? And this, now all that's left is to plate it up. There you have a very pretty dish. This is Szechuan style steak with fresh string beans. I hope you've enjoyed this quick lesson, and I hope you try it. It's very tasty. A little bit of spice to it. A little bit of heat. Thanks for watching.